you gotta do to add more whole food, colorful food into your diet to support your lungs. Lovelies. Okay, so as you can see, this video is all about how to detox your lungs and how you can breathe. I know a lot of people are suffering, whether it be from lasting, symptoms from COVID, or you were a smoker, currently are a smoker and taking a break, or you have some type of asthma, or you just breathing heavy. You know what I mean? You know you heavy breathers. Y'all know y'all out there. In general, anything I tell you in my videos are things that I've tried myself because I needed to help and heal myself. Also, I am a registered nurse, and I did go to school originally to be a doctor of integrative medicine, but I'm now an integrative medicine coach. So for me, a lot of these things I have tried because my lifestyle in the beginning that led me to this wasn't aligning where I am now. Who I am now, she was not her back then. So I love sharing the things I've learned along my journeys. I just love sharing, and hopefully it can help you guys. So I'm gonna talk about 5 things. The number one thing that helped me when I first started clearing my lungs is literally a product called ClearLungs. Before I knew anything about holistic foods and herbs and stuff like that, I found a supplement called ClearLungs. I used to be a cigarette smoker when I was a backpacker and traveled and stuff. And when I stopped smoking, my lungs in general were just like not feeling good. I would wake up coughing mucus and things in the middle of the night, and I hated it. So ClearLungs is something I found, and I kid you not, a week into using this product, I did not wake up in the middle of the night coughing my life away and having mucus build up. Okay, so that was number 1. ClearLungs, I will leave the link in the description box. Number 2, we have something as simple as changing your diet. Now I know that sounds crazy because you're like, my diet's fine, or probably not. But your lungs is like not being nourished and supported when you have a bunch of sugary foods. You know, Starbucks is 85% sugar, babies. I don't know what people are telling you, but it's like, it's all sugar. And all the cookies and the cakes and just mucus forming foods, traditional Chinese medicine. You have to support your spleen, nourish your spleen so it can support and nourish your lungs. So we're talking about butternut squash, carrots, ginger, cinnamon, things like that. Like for example, I used to love potato chips, but when I started changing my diet and going on an anti-inflammatory diet, I started to get into carrots, especially when I found out how carrots can help get rid of parasites and things like that. That's a whole nother topic and a whole nother video, guys. I would pretend the carrots were chips, and I would put like salt and pepper on the carrots. And then I started to get fancy. I started adding garlic, and then I started adding truffle salt, and putting a little Italian oil on it and mixing it together and just putting it in its own little bag and just crunching at it while I'm watching TV. Baby, I thought, you couldn't tell me that wasn't a bag salt and vinegar Lay's. It's just, you couldn't tell me, okay? But so do what you gotta do to add more whole food, colorful food into your diet to support your lungs. You know, ginger, but garlic, onion, cinnamon, all that kind of stuff. Because we need warm things. The lungs love warm things, not like damp, cold, stagnant, cheap, like that, okay? Number 3, I started drinking a lot of different teas, okay? And a very popular tea is called Mullein tea. Hope I'm saying it right, Mullein tea. Okay, that tea is famous in general for helping people dissipate mucus and disgusting things in their lungs. I did that a couple of years ago. I found that when I switched over to doing a lymphatic drainage tea that had a little more ingredients in it, I was able to thrive more, which brings me to number 4, lymphatic drainage tinctures. Actually, Mullein also comes in a tincture. If you're not a tea person, you can buy it as a tincture. It's also, Mullein tinctures is also easily absorbed, so if that works. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box because there's so many brands out there for your tinctures. I mean, a lot of them I find have dandelion root in it and elderberry, ginger, of course. So if you're someone who's like, I can just make my own, hey, by all means, make your own. If you got some dandelion herbs, elderberries, and you have your ginger, babe, boil up the hot water and make that in your cup. But if you're somebody who's like, I don't have time for that, you can get a tincture or a tea that has an interesting blend like that. So dandelion, by the way, it's like, it detoxifies. It's great for your liver. So I just think of my lungs as when it's feeling heavy, I'm thinking, what else have I been doing? That's usually my first mind. Like, what have I been doing? Have I been moving my body? Have I been eating like lots of dairy? Have I not been moving my body? Have I been stagnant? Have I not been speaking up? Also, some of you need to do some gua sha, you know, around the lymph nodes, you know, around here, because you gotta drain all that, because when it gets backed up and it's all thick, you get stuffy ears, you know, your throat's all stuffy. Things aren't being cleared. You need a clear channel to speak those manifestations of your life, right? Yes, guys, we want drainage, lymphatic drainage. Even if you're manually draining your lymph, hey, if you say, look, I don't got the money for the tinctures, and I don't got time to be cooking up my own tincture in my house. Hey, babe, if you have hands, you can use those. They're free. You can give yourself a lymphatic drainage. I cannot speak today. You can give yourself a lymphatic drainage massage, and it's when you're in the shower, get a little steam up in there, and call it a day. You don't need to spend money. Well, in most cases, yes, you do need to spend money to heal yourself, but some things are free, like your hands. So utilize those tools. Okay, so we talked about everything. We have the ClearLungs, we have the diet change, we have the Mullein tea. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong, don't come for me, please. And we have the lymphatic drainage tinctures. If you don't know about dandelion root, just do your research. It's an amazing thing, because I see it in almost all of the tinctures and teas and things like that. And we also have the whole move your body, move your body, move your body. All right, thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate it. I am just going to be making a lot of videos about how-tos and things that have helped me. I really want to. It makes me happy to give information that I feel people think about, but I don't know, unless you're searching for it or it pops up, I hope it finds whoever it needs to find. All right, until next time, you guys. Bye.